This is your mass transit update for March 1st, 2018. It's been a very rough day for Forest Hill subway riders, Long Island Railroad, and New Jersey Transit. So, let's go into the first slide. First up, fourth day in a row, according to one Twitter user who claimed this. Forest Hill 71st Avenue bound M and R trains ran with delays because of signal problems yet again at Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue. This began at 5 a.m. and people were claiming during the morning rush that there were no trains going into Forest Hills. People were literally getting antsy on Twitter. They had no clue what was going on. And this did not get resolved until 11 o'clock this morning. Regular service going to Forest Hill 71st Avenue. And I don't know what to say anymore about Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue, other than that station is a mess. And I'm thankful that Kew Gardens Union Turnpike, we get our complaints, but not as big as Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue lately. No. And again, I know I'm being a little bit greedy, but can we at least improve Kew Gardens Union Turnpike station? I keep saying it all the time. If I haven't, I'm sorry, but it's a station that looks like it's in the 1960s or 70s. It needs a revamp. Come on. Get up your game, Andy Byford. That's all I'm going to say. But also, signals, tracks, they need work, and we all know the story with the mayor and governor, which we're not going to get into in this video, but now we're going to go into the Long Island Railroad. The winter of hell continues. Let's see what happened today, shall we? Port Jefferson line, major problems due to a train with equipment trouble that happened right before 11 o'clock. Actually, after 11 o'clock. Well, yeah, it happened between 10:45 and 11. Now I do recall. Okay. Because I was watching Matt live at work today. Matt Camper, 1994, which we'll talk about him a lot in this video for reasons. But trains were canceled between 11:36 a.m. and 3:26 p.m. on the Port Jefferson line. And I'll quickly mention that the railroad tweeted that they could not get buses. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that, other than when Long Island Bus was around, they used to be able to accommodate people. You know why they can't accommodate people anymore? And we all know who we can blame for this problem. The previous county executive of Nassau County, Ed Mangano. If Ed Mangano didn't screw people, honestly, he's also screwed the Long Island Railroad whenever problems happen. Today could have been a perfect day for Long Island Bus to accommodate these people out to Suffolk. But no. Mangano said $32 million was being robbed for the county, blah, blah, blah. I'm glad the trial's starting next Monday because I will constantly be watching it on News 12 or whatever because I don't even know what to say anymore. I really don't. And here's the thing, the railroad was actually tweeting about this. They never tweet accurate information. It's always at Matt Camper 1994 that has to give us the first-hand information lately. It's always him. He's our only voice. Yeah, and get this, Matt Camper actually had to report about the Amtrak issue at 6 o'clock. And I'm sorry for the animation. Something must have went wrong with Microsoft PowerPoint, but I'll read what I wrote. He reported on Periscope after 6 o'clock tonight that an Amtrak train was stuck in the East River Tunnel. Get this. Earlier with the Long Island Railroad tweeting about Port Jefferson, they didn't send out any tweets about trains getting canceled. Matt was the only person reporting on this. However, from Matt's information that he got, it was from the email system. that the MTA sent out. But guess what? No information on Twitter. And he talked about this on Periscope, and I agree with him. You know, Twitter is supposed to be a first-hand source for these mass transit problems lately. And a lot of new Twitter accounts get created every day. Alright, and people are actively on Twitter. You mean to tell me that the Long Island Railroad can't give out this information on its Twitter feed? And Matt Camper has to do it? You know, I'm going to be honest. Matt should be working for the Long Island Railroad. The MTA should be paying him. He could send out tweets from East Meadow and the railroad gives him information. Guess what? He could be paid doing it. Better than these people. My goodness. Even Pine Power Long Island could give better information, better than these people. I'm just thankful that NYCT Subway, whenever I show the tweets, they give out more accurate information. And we'll even discuss NJ Transit and how accurate their information is. Quickly, I'm going to talk about the school buses that will be coming back. I forgot to talk about this. I might as well since it was out of the PowerPoint. This weekend, Saturday, March 3rd, Sunday, March 4th, and next weekend, March 10th and March 11th. There will be no service, unfortunately, between Hicksville and Ronkonkoma due to the construction work for the double track project that has been going on since January. Buses will be replacing trains during those weekends between Hicksville and Ronkonkoma. And I have a bad feeling, and again, I talked about Mangano earlier. If Long Island Bus was still around, guess what? Long Island Bus would be accommodating these people. But instead, they have to hire all these private school bus operators to accommodate these people. I don't understand what the railroad's logic is. They can't contact NYCT Transit and get a coach bus that the MTA uses to go into borough, like the QM5 or the QM6 as an example. They can't bring those buses in from the city and make the drivers do the routes out to Long Island? And another thing, people have plans in the city on the weekends. Yes, people. And another thing, you have the Big Ten tournament this weekend at Madison Square Garden, and the Big East tournaments next week. The railroad should have planned ahead for this. I'm just lost for words. I'm really lost for words that the railroad doesn't understand the riders' priorities. A lot of people are going to be at Penn the next 2 weekends, and they can't figure that out, especially how we have the final game of the Big Ten tournament on Saturday, and the Big East tournament will be ending next Saturday the 10th. So I don't get that. I really don't. And then, what if there's an Islander game at Barclays? That's another problem. I don't even know what to say about this railroad anymore. I really don't. I blame Nassau County, and I blame the railroad itself. I just do. And I'll also quickly mention, the Long Island Railroad did not tweet about the Nor'easter. A big shame for the Handle to not even tweet about the plans for the Nor'easter that will be taking place properly Friday into Saturday, which the rain's supposed to start tonight. And guess what? The real effects are Friday and Saturday. However, Matt Camper, 1994, confirmed he will be doing live updates whenever big issues do occur on the Long Island Railroad, and it's probably going to be on the email system, not at the Handle. However, New Jersey Transit at NJ Transit did tweet out its plans. So here's the big the big intro into NJ Transit. At 8:45 this morning, train 3712 was stuck in a Penn Station tunnel. After 10 a.m. this morning, believe it or not, the same time I clocked in the Long Island Jewish Hospital this morning for my shift, the train was able to get into the station under its own power. And that's why you didn't see me complain about the 46. I actually got picked up today, and I planned ahead. Delays lasted an hour during the chaos. I'll quickly mention that. PAV trains cross-honored. NJ Transit buses, however, did not. That's the big takeaway. So, big headache. Delays lasted an hour, and that's what I'll say to end my point. So how will New Jersey Transit handle this nor'easter? Which I don't know what it is. They tweeted out they planned ahead for the summer of hell, and the railroad took its time planning that out. So now here we are, Long Island Railroad, leaving thousands and thousands of people wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. And here's how New Jersey Transit's going to handle this nor'easter. At NJ Transit tweeted, cross-honoring will be in effect for bus and private carriers, plus rail and light rail services. At NJ Transit also tweeted to expect regular weekday and weekend service during the storm, Friday and Saturday. So, in other words, if you're going to Newark Penn for the Seton Hall game on Saturday, the final regular season game for Seton Hall at Prudential Center on Saturday, the NJ Transit trains should be able to get you to Newark Penn. However, I didn't put this in the video. I'll quickly mention it. The passageway between Newark Penn and Prudential Center will be closed, so you're going to have to walk out to the street to access Prudential Center. And they said the same thing, it's going to be closed all weekend. If you're going to the Devil game on Sunday, please keep that in mind as well. Big information on bus route 315 and 319. It will not operate via the Townsend Inlet Bridge between Sea Isle City and Avalon due to closing of the Townsend Inlet Bridge in anticipation of the nor'easter. So final points I want to take away from today. This nor'easter will disrupt travel. It's very important that you stay informed. I don't know if NJ Transit or LIRR will be tweeting, which they better, because this is a big nor'easter that's going to impact every single aspect of travel. I might as well say it again. If you do not have to be out tomorrow, please avoid any unnecessary travel. It's a big takeaway. And more importantly, I'm still upset the city has not declared a snow alert for the city. They'll probably do it later tonight, which 1 to 3 inches is forecasted. I don't know if the Weather Service hasn't given that, but please, I'm urging you. You don't have to be out. Don't be out. For accurate information during this storm, follow at Matt Camper 1994, Twitter, Periscope. Also, he's going to be live on YouTube. So just type in Matt Camper, same photo he uses for his Twitter handle. You should be able to find it on there as well. Sub to me, and hopefully Pine Power Long Island for updates here on YouTube. I'm sure I will be doing a video tomorrow. I don't know about Saturday, because Saturday I'm supposed to be meeting my friends in Franklin Square, so that might be a little bit of a problem. But if anything, Sunday could be a day I could do a summary on the nor'easter. Overall, a very rough day for NJ Transit, Long Island Railroad, and Forest Hill Subway riders. That's the last takeaway I can say for this PowerPoint. And I just really hope that people are smart about this storm. This is a life-threatening storm. Very bad things can happen overall with mass transit. Even, I know the flights are canceling. There's already flights being canceled at the three major airports. Just be careful tomorrow. If you have to be out, if something does happen. And overall, that's just it. Stay safe, be alert, be informed. That's where I'll end it. And until next time, take care.